Before I get into today's video, I just want to let you know that the mic is not working, so the audio quality isn't going to be the best. Aside from that, that's just an excuse from not creating content, because I promised myself that I will make a video every day for this month. So the audio quality isn't going to be the best for this video, but let's get straight into today's video. So do you need to go to university to have a career in photography and filmmaking? For me personally, the answer is no. When I was 13, I picked up my first DSLR. Even before that, I started doing photography on my phone. Then I picked up my first DSLR at 13 and I got straight with photography. I've been practicing. It's been over 6 years since I started photography. When I went to college, I dropped out after around 6 months. There was a moment that made me drop out. I'll get more into that. So one day I came to class and then I sat down and I had tasks set out for me on Microsoft Word. I opened it and then it said, if a camera could talk, what would it say? And at that moment I was thinking, it's a waste of time of me just coming into this building and doing this kind of shit, because I know photography and filmmaking is hands-on. It's more a practical thing rather than writing an essay. And that moment there just made me realise that college isn't for me, because I'm more hands-on. I like getting things done. Like with photography and filmmaking, I've been practicing for over 6 years, so from practicing to just sitting down in one place and talking about if camera could talk, what would you say? College just drained the life out of me, because I wasn't really focusing in college. I wasn't focusing on my work as much, except for when I was going out and taking pictures. That's something that I like to do, something practical. So at that moment there, when I had to do that task, I knew that I had to drop out at some point. So when I got home, I was just thinking, should I be in college, should I not? I had a deep thought about it. I even waited 2 weeks to make a final decision. Then I went to my teacher, Richard, and I said, you know what, I want to drop out of college. Then Richard said, you know what, I'll have a word with you, just give me a minute. And then he pulled me on the side and said, why do you want to drop out of college? And I told him, to be honest, with photography and filmmaking, I know what direction I want to head in. I either want to get into YouTube, I want to do freelance photography and filmmaking, and I want to start as a career. And I showed him my photo books and I showed him my business cards, and he said, you know what, Daniel, for your age and what you're doing, it's very good, your work is very impressive. And he said, if you feel like it's the right decision, you should go for it. And from there I just waved college goodbye and I didn't return ever again. Do I regret leaving college? No, I don't, because when I left college, I started getting more productive. I took a break for I think I took a month break away from photography and filmmaking, because I've kind of felt confused and lost in life at that age. And you will still get some stages in life, you won't feel fulfilled all the time. You will feel lost at times with whatever you're doing. So within that month I was thinking I should start doing freelance photography and filmmaking. And I started taking bookings in, and I started promoting my work on Instagram, networking, connecting with people. And that's one thing with photography and filmmaking, you have to have connections, you have to network with people. Because once you create one network, it's going to be like a domino effect, and you start getting consistent bookings after that. Sometimes I do get asked by people why I didn't go towards university to build a career from photography and filmmaking. And I give them one example and they think, you know what, that's actually right what you're saying. And the example is, when you hire someone, the photographer and filmmaker, you do not ask them what university you attended, you do not ask them what grades they got, you do not ask them how long you've been in college for. You usually ask to show the portfolio or show the work. For example, when I was 16 I got my first booking and I charged £100 for a birthday shoot, and that was for 4 hours, and editing time took a lot as well. There's a lot of pictures and a long video. But that £100 felt like a lot, and I felt fulfilled with that £100 because I know that I made money doing something that I love doing, and someone paid me for my skills. Fast forward to today, I charge way more than I usually did, and people really appreciate my value, and they know, you know what, you do charge more than other people, but I will pay that price because your value is up there. The one thing people don't realise is with photography and filmmaking, you have to portray a story, even though it's one frame, even though it's a video, a short video, or a long video, you have to portray a story, and people don't know how to do that. You have to always portray a story or portray an emotion. So for me, university wasn't an ideal route to take, because with the field that I'm in, you either go out, create content and shoot, and you can learn on your own and you can build a career off it. For example, there's people out there who start photography, and let's say 6-7 months in, they come out as freelance filmmakers and photographers. You can still get paid and charge a small fee, but be known as a freelance filmmaker or photographer. That way the client doesn't have high expectations and you don't have high expectations, so that's pressure taken off of your head. However, university could be for you. Maybe you want to start out, maybe you want to network, connect with like-minded people on the same level as you, then by all means go to university, go to college, take that route. Another reason why you might want to go to university or college is to just create connections and learn the basics of filmmaking or photography. So we've come to the end of the video. I hope you guys learned something. If you've got any questions, comment down below. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with the daily content, and make sure to like this video and share with people who might benefit. See you guys in the next one.